Good afternoon and a very warm welcome to the viewers tuning in. We are back live for a humdinger of a contest. It's Lord's FA up against PFC Kerala. To all the football fans tuning in, this broadcast is live from Kochi, the Ambedkar Stadium, the home of Lord's FA. The first fixture, PFC Kerala had it pretty easy. Won the game by 4 goals to 1 against Lord's FA. Could they try and do a double over them? Or have Lord's FA come prepared to take on the challenge and the battle for 3 points here this afternoon? Refereeing contingent, Mohammad Yusuf on your screens. And the two captains are there in the middle. Emmanuel Nigel for the home side in pink and blue. And Sharon SR for PFC Kerala. Looks like Emmanuel has chosen the side. And that number 8 will get things moving. Has the assistance of Surjit and Vipin Venugopal, Mohammad Yusuf. Freddie Michael will be assisting with the scoreline. Will be serving his duties as the fourth official for this fixture. On your screens, Freddie Michael. Promises to be a very exciting encounter between these two sides. Some quality players in their ranks. For those of you tuning in for the very first time, this is Reliance Foundation Youth Sports Season 2024-25, the Kochi leg. And here's how Lord's FA starts this fixture. Advait Shinod, Advait AD, Krishna, Ananta Krishnan, Christo Saji, Emmanuel Legel, Jake Kelvin Joseph, Mohammad Anfas, Mohammad Faisal, and Manu SM. The players starting out on the bench, Adil Abel Eldo, Aryan Shari, and Haris Rahman. And they are under the chaperonage of coach Shinod. For the visitors this afternoon, Mohammad Fahim, Mohammad Aslam, Adwait, Maiba Maiti, Sharon, Mohammad Awesh, Anurag, Mohammad Mahibur, Sushil Tiwari, Mohammad Shahid, and Evans John. And those starting out on the bench, Kilong, Likshan, Shagulsem, hope I got that one right, and Akshay Libi. And their coach is Mr. Ranjit. All in readiness and all the eyes on Mohammad Yusuf to get things moving. Seconds away from the start of this weighted clash on a Super Saturday. Lord's FA in their pink and blue, PFC Kerala in their white and blue. And we get underway here in Kochi. Going from left to right on your screens are the home side. They will want to make sure they get some momentum straight away. Meanwhile, it's PFC Kerala trying to get hold of the ball. Plays it back. Pretty composed build-up from PFC Kerala. Don't see that high press early on in the first minutes. We're just seconds underway here. Trying to utilize the flank straight away. Targeting a long ball just outside the box. Falls to a white shirt who has a swipe at it. More of a hope than conviction from PFC Kerala. Goes out for a goal kick. Goes airborne. Got as many as 18 shots away last time when they played at home. PFC Kerala. In return, Lords FA could only manage 3. Takes a touch, trying to close down on that move from PFC Kerala. Gets it out of that clutter. Opens up nicely. This could be a dangerous proposition for the home side. A shot comes in. Scrubbed off the ground and straight into the hands of the goalkeeper. First attempt on target. He's opening up nicely for PFC Kerala. Just trying to run away with it. Not getting the kind of touch he would have ideally liked, and goes away from the target. It's a decent start from PFC Kerala's standpoint. Tried to be on the ascendancy, whereas Lords FA, still early days though, have struggled to get the ball in the final third on the other side of the pitch. Gets down to the end of it eventually, trying to bring it forward, utilizing that right flank. Christo Saji goes back for Mohammad Faisal. He's on the turnover. PFC Kerala. Bit of a stutter allows them to settle. Here's Anurag. He's got the help of Mohammad Mohibur. Back with Anurag. Here's Mohibur. Drops the shoulder, brings it towards Sharon. Sharon for Adwait. Plays it down the line for Ivan Jones. 2v1. Ivan Jones eventually gets it. Checks it back. From the distance. Lacked venom behind that one. More of a hope than conviction again from Anurag. It was way outside the box on that occasion. Just trying for the long balls to begin with. Lords FA. It's a great start from the home side's perspective. PFC Kerala trying to make things count at the earliest. Decepts. Have to try and stitch a few passes together. They have struggled to keep the ball moving. On the flip side, PFC Kerala have enjoyed the lion's share up until this point. Zadwait does well. Back with Anurag. He's controlling the midfield beautifully at the moment. Chips one over the back line. And Jake Joe makes sure he marshals out that well in the end. So 6 minutes into the first half and still 0-0 here. We are exactly where we started this half at. Lords FA 0, PFC Kerala 0. Game is being played at the Ambedkar Stadium, the home of Lords FA. Here's Advait Shinod trying to give the ball some wings. Balls to a white shirt. That could be scary. Squares it up nicely. Takes a touch and goes through with a strike. The ball finds its destined spot into the back of the net. And PFC Kerala, who were looking absolutely threatening right from the get-go, have got themselves on the score sheet. What a start to the contest here. 7 minutes into the first half and we have the deadlock broken. Been barrage of attacks from left, right and centre from the white shirts. When the moment arrived, looked like for a moment it was a touch too many. Perfectly set up. Didn't take it on the first go. Lost the ball initially, but when he struck, he made sure he gave it absolutely everything behind that one. Delighted, isn't he? It's a free hit. Abdul Shahid doesn't get enough behind that one. It's a slender lead in footballing terms, but the way PFC Kerala have started this fixture, they are looking good for a plenty more. Again, you see that press. Flag was up. The back line will have to keep coordinating much better for Lord's FA. Every time PFC Kerala move the ball into the final third, they are moving with some purpose and again giving it away. The midfield track and bat couldn't quite clear it. A tidal wave of white shirts arrive. Shot came in from Mohammad Abdul Shahid. Back with Shahid again. Stretches towards the left and finds Evan Jones. Evan Jones goes through with a strike again, and goalkeeper looks like has got a touch to it and has done well to keep it out. That was struck with some force from Evans John. It's a corner. Running right at the moment, PFC Kerala. Comes in. Couldn't quite get the connection right. It's going to be a goal kick. It's all one-way traffic at the moment. 10 minutes into the first half, and PFC Kerala are leading this game. It's not by a comfortable margin, but the way they have gone about their business, they are looking threatening to get a few more. Lords FA will have to get their focus back. Plays it down the line. He's trying to force himself on the ball, and that occasion was Shahid. Ends up conceding a free kick. Long ball over that back line. Whiteshirt gets to the end of it first. 1v1 in that full back position. Pulls it back for Shahid. Shahid squares it up towards the center. Takes a step. Shifts it further towards the right. Lords FA have the ball. Can they try and break out on the counter? There's help arriving towards the far right. Emmanuel Nigel couldn't quite keep it in play. And for the first time in 11 minutes, the ball has carried itself towards Mohammad Fahim, towards the other end. This kind of dominance we have seen from PFC Kerala. Sharon for Muhibur. Here's Muhibur, some space to work with, looking for options. Just dabs it back. He's taking his position. Mohammad Shahid towards the wide left. Gets it inside and squares it up nicely Falls for Evan Johns, who makes the space and calls the goalkeeper into action straight away. That was struck with some force, but the goalkeeper just parries it out. Looked like for a moment it was going in for all money. Advait Shinod, the strong right hand to it. Denies Evan Johns. Still got 5 white shirts waiting inside the box.
Okay.
It's a free kick for PFC Kerala.
ಇದು ಓಕೆವಾ? அதெல்லாம் ஒயிலில் இருக்கா? ஏறாரா ஒயிலில் இருக்கா?
It's been a good start from the visitors' perspective. Player is down meanwhile and being assisted by the medical staff. It's back on the feet. Seems to be moving quite well and should be involved at pretty swiftly rather. Thinks it over. Falls for evens if I've got that right. It's all the way back. There was an infringement and it's going to be a goal kick for Lords FA.
No.
Concedes it. They try and get it into the final third. Again, brilliant defensive work from PFC Kerala. Doubling up on the numbers, not letting those crosses come in. Chances have been far and few from Lords FA's standpoint. In fact, there hasn't been a single attempt. As cool as you like. Gets it away, drops deep and dabs it back. There's been allowed a lot of time and space on the ball. PFC Kerala haven't seen enough press from Lords FA to try and win the ball back after they concede the possession. Another free kick for PFC Kerala. From what we have seen so far of these boys in white, they'll surely fancy their chances, even from 30-35 yards out. Mohammad Abdul Shahid has tried to connect one so far. Stands behind it. Goes the long ranger. It's always going to be difficult from there on. So 17 minutes into the first half, and PFC Kerala leading this game by a goal to nil. Again, giving the possession away, fortuitously falling towards a blue and pink shirt. He's lost the ball, but has got himself a free kick. Showcasing their full repertoire. PFC Kerala, on that occasion, their physicality they bring to the game. Haven't allowed any of the attacks to build in. Again, choosing a wrong option. Oh, delightful ball to find Shahid. Back heel. Shahid still going pretty strong. Shifts it towards Evans John. Evans John gets the cross in. Falls towards a blue and pink shirt. And again, the dash coming in from Anurag. That's the kind of hunger they have showcased right throughout these 18 minutes. The cross comes in. There's Anurag. Takes the first touch. Leaves it for Sharon, who shifts it further wide towards the right. Trying to get it inside the box. There were 2-3 white shirts waiting for it. And the ball wriggles itself towards the goalkeeper. It's been an entertaining 19 minutes from PFC Kerala's perspective. They've come out with all guns blazing right from the get-go. I won't be surprised if they score a couple more in the first half. The sheer quality this side possess, and Lords FA at the moment have struggled to get going. Again, lovely dink over the back line, gets it inside the box. The flag has stayed down, turns and takes a shot and comes up with a second one. They have looked absolutely threatening whenever they have got the ball in the final third. A lovely dink over the back line. Gets to the end of it, gets it inside the box. Turns and takes a strike towards the target and beats the goalkeeper towards his right. A brilliant finish, and PFC Kerala have doubled their lead inside 20 minutes. We have a response from Lords FA. It's just been one-way traffic so far. Zeman John for Abdul Shahid. Here's Anurag. Still PFC Kerala going pretty strong, and this time the flag was up. Moment of calm after the mayhem that just preceded it. SPFC Kerala trying to bring it forward. Ananta goes down and gets himself a free kick. So the half of the first half has been played out. Has been a complete performance from the visiting side. It's like Mohammed Anfas is wobbling out of the park. They'll have to try and change something now. Lord's FA, it has clearly not worked for them. Goes diagonal this time. Lord's FA, and again outnumbered, defending brilliantly. PFC Kerala, though they haven't been tested enough inside the first 25 minutes. Here's Christo Saji, back with Christo. Toe pokes it towards Emmanuel Nigel. But free kick for Lord's FA. Can they try and produce a moment of magic? Goes long inside the box. Couldn't quite get past the first line of defense. It's going to be a corner. First of the first half for the home side. Have to try and target those dangerous areas. They've kept it short. Goes outside the box. Comes in and has invited the clearance from the white shirts. Free kick to get things moving again. Even Jones skittles across the pitch. That has been the telling difference between these two sides. The moment they see a loose ball or have lot possession, they have tried to pounce on it and win it back. PFC Kerala. And up until this point, Lords FA have looked a touch flat, but all that can change. They try and find some inspiration out of somewhere. Again, there hasn't been enough service towards the players playing further forward. There's been no respite. They have to do all sorts of defensive work right throughout the first 20 minutes. But here's Faisal with the throw-in. The viewers tuning in, this is game number 3 of the day. Match being played between Lords FA and PFC Kerala at the Ambedkar Stadium in Kochi. This is for Reliance Foundation Youth Sport. PFC Kerala in driver's seat at the moment with 2 goal cushion. Again, played out towards Even John, who's done well to keep it. The idea was to try and switch it towards the right, but couldn't quite get past that. Blue shirt falls again for number 19, who's been an absolute live wire towards wide on the left. Mohibur. Again, white shirts are plenty inside the final third. They've got Munibur waiting inside. Shot comes in from the distance, falls for Anurag. Drives it through the line, but not the direction he would have wanted. These boys in white are a scary proposition whenever they get the ball inside that 30-yard area. Again, this time trying to play out from the back. Lords FA inviting pressure, trying to close down on the centre backs, making them push wide towards the right. See Anurag, Shahid, Mohibur, everybody attacking. And they try and bring it out now. Here's Manu. This helps it forward. And again, there's the hunger to win the ball and get it on the turnover. And that's the intensity that Lords FA have lacked in the first 30 minutes. Mohibur, there's the first touch. Gets it towards Sushil. Sushil goes right. Anurag dabs it back, squared it up nicely for Mohibur. Draws an interception, back with Anurag. Swift feet to keep the ball moving towards left. Sublime skills from this young boy. Here's Even Jones. Back flick from Kelvin. And the ball goes out for a throw into PFC Kerala. And that's going to be a drinks break and a minute or two for both the sides, both the head coaches to throw in a quick word, have a quick interaction, exchange of ideas, try and sort a few things out. And at the moment, Lords FA are in desperate need of it. Advait goes airborne this time. He's trying to give it a chase. This could be dangerous from PFC Kerala's standpoint. The goalkeeper eventually makes sure he pounces onto it. That would have been an absolute howler. At Mohammad Fahim conceded from there on. Here's Evans John. And the back line ensures the shippers it away. Most of the attacks have developed from the flanks for PFC Kerala. Even Jones towards the left has been absolutely marvellous with his crossing, trying to stretch that back line of Lord's FA. Is Manu. Takes it towards the left corner. Looks like they've got themselves a free kick here. Lord's FA. Another opportunity to try and make it count. Is that going to be a setup from here on? Got themselves a couple of set pieces. Hasn't been tangible in their favour. Straight at Mohammad Fahim this time. Skies that one in the air, and Mohibur. It's definitely quick, but not quick enough than the defender. Again, trying to play out from the back. Faisal tries to chip it. He ends up giving the possession away. Even Jones has continued with his run. The way it gets to the end of it. So 2 goals to good, PFC Kerala. As we approach 37th minute mark. Playing with a lot of maturity, PFC Kerala. You can see a clear coordination between all the 3 blocks. The defense has been right up there. Well coordinated. Have moved in a proper unit. Those playing out from the midfield have linked up beautifully with the likes of Anurag, even Jones towards the left, and Mohibur. There's Sushil. Again, going with their preferred route of trying to play out from the back. Have seen PFC Kerala pressing pretty high, trying to win those balls back. It hasn't deterred them from their strategies. Here's Christo Saji. Ends up giving the possession away. Manu. Still Manu. Chips one down the line. Mohammad Awaish. They've got themselves a free kick one more time. This is far out and I just get to see a setup. Trying to dink it over. The angle rather than the bounce could have been awkward. Mohammad Fahim ensures, makes himself absolutely big and latches onto it quite comfortably in the end. Here's Shahid. Shifts it towards Sushil Tiwari. Knocks it back and rather misplaced pass, giving the possession away. On his way backtracking, wins it back and plays down the line for Sushil Mohibur. Gives it away. Here's Sharon. Looking for best possible options. Shifts it towards Shahid. And the turn goes through with a strike and it's going to be a goal kick. Still got 4 minutes and 30 seconds left in the regulation time, plus the stoppages. Don't think that that'll be too many. It's been a free-flowing game of football in the first half. Again, that pressure on the centre-backs. Midfield this time has joined in to up the numbers in that back line. The ball finds itself towards Even John. We've got the numbers forward. Here's Anurag, takes a touch. Anurag, the pile driver. It's going to be a corner. The next goal is definitely going to decide where, or rather how this game is going to go forward. Goal for PFC Kerala at this point in time would ensure they'll have this game dead and buried. It's going to be a daunting task for them to come back into the contest. The goal for Lords FA. Surely fancy their chances going into the break. Player down for the home side. Back on his feet swiftly. Again, trying to be a little cute there. Dink over the back line to try and find Evans. Got themselves into positions from where they can affect the game quite often than their counterpart PFC Kerala. Looks like they have set up a 4-4-2. Fullbacks have kept joining in every time they have got the ball. And midfield has chipped in really well, especially Anurag, who's trying to control the central areas, has looked in some touch. Got the last dash to it and gets it towards the back line and couldn't quite get the return ball right. Into the last minute of the normal time. Be very interesting to see how many minutes get added on. Opens up nicely and invites a strike. Lacked venom behind that one. Looking for a swift restart. Advait Shinod. It's opened up nicely for Lords FA this time. Can they try and finish it off? The angle was always going to get tighter and wider for Lords FA, and it did eventually. Looked like for a moment a toe poke, rather a chip over Mohammad Fahim was required. Something to cheer for. Lords FA came close right towards the dying embers of the first half. 3 minutes have been added on as stoppages. Got the bodies moving forward now. Again, that cross never arrived. Got Kelvin playing towards the far right in the attacking position. There's Ananta Krishnan through the mid, through the center. They haven't received enough service. It's Faisal, Manu and Advait Krishna who are playing in that midfield. And again, you see the white shirts backtracking to try and win the ball. Supple first touch by Sushil. White shirt was lurking towards the back. Has it stayed alive for PFC? It has drawn a clearance in the end. So that's the end of the first half. Like there were a few seconds, but I guess the referee sees it otherwise. And what a first half it has been for PFC Kerala. 2 goals inside first 20 minutes and they are in the driver's seat at the moment. Lords FA, they have some thinking to do as they go into the break. And here's the halftime stats. PFC Kerala, 52% of the ball enjoyed by them, 48% to Lords FA. 5 shots on target, no chances created, no shots on target for the home side. Almost even Stevens in terms of the tackles. 2 corners for PFC Kerala. Just 1 to Lords FA. No offsides so far in the game. So that's the halftime score line here at the Ambedkar Stadium in Kochi. It's going to be a daunting task for Lords FA from here on. They'll hope to come back strongly in the next set of 45 and get some damage control done. Don't go anywhere. We should be back in about 10 minutes' time from here on for what could be a frantic second half coming your way.
Hello. வெளியே அவன நம்பர் இல்ல அவன ஆயிரம் ரூபாய் அவன நம்பர் கேமரா ஆடியோ ஆன் இருக்கா இவன் தான் அது என்னடா மேட்ச்
Welcome back to the viewers tuning in as the players stroll back onto the pitch. Those boys in white and blue have got the bragging rights at the moment. 2 goals to good against Lords FA, who are struggling to put their best foot forward. All that got to change in the next set of 45 minutes as we bring you the live action back from the Ambedkar Stadium here in Kochi. All in readiness for the second half to get underway as we have our eyes set on Mohammad Yusuf at the center of the pitch. Lords FA get us underway. Again, that high press from PFC Kerala, trying to chase the ball down. And that's the risk Lords FA will have to take, as they're trying to play out from the back and have invited pressure more often than not, and have conceded the possession. Gives it away. Here's Sushil Tiwari being closed down by 3. Manages to shift it towards the left. Falls for Even Johns, who pulls the trigger. Goes just over the crossbar. Again, a very swift move coming in from PFC Kerala. Do not give the possession away. There's Even. There's Sushil. There's Mohibur. Anurag. Everybody trying to close it down. Sliding tackle. Didn't catch the ball or the player. And luckily for him, the bounce just carries it over. In fact, they've got themselves a free kick here. It's a decent position. And Anurag might just try and keep it on target and test out the goalkeeper. Takes the deflection on the way, and it's going to be a corner. To try and put some pressure on that back line right from the start here of the second half. PFC Kerala. Lords FA will have to try and do something different. For starters, they'll have to enjoy the ball. Parried away by the goalkeeper. But only as far as Samanda. And a bit of a respite from that set piece for Lords FA. Some brilliant footwork there. Keeps it short. String of short passes, but the ball finds a white shirt. Pulls the trigger. The angle could have been, the bounce could have been awkward. Done well by the way. Here's Sushil Tiwari. Hustling for the ball. Backline ensures marshal it out quite well in the end. In fact, looks like there was a foul conceded much before that. Again, cheaply given away. Mohibur, a lot of space to work with. Here's Sushil. The idea was for a setup across rather inside the box. Lacking quality behind that pass. Not entirely sure with the strategy Lords FA are trying to bring about. We've seen high press. There are 4 white shirts looking for the ball. And they try to bring it out from the back. It hasn't worked out for them quite clearly. Maybe long balls could be the strategy for at least the next few minutes to try and bring it at least towards the final third and see how it pans out for them. There's Emmanuel Nigel. Falls for Emmanuel. Bad first touch rather. Christo Sigil on the follow-up. The ref had given that as a foul. Straight put on the ground there. It's Mohammad Abdul Shahid. Player down. And again, the medical assistance has been called for, and Yusuf making sure he's attended. But after making his way out of the play area. "50 minutes into the game and in a rather comfortable position, PFC Kerala. Sees it into the hands of the goalkeeper again towards Mohammad Anfas. Was a diagonal, shifts towards the right. His run being made down the line. Again sees it through. It's Christo Saji who's playing through the centre. There's Emmanuel Ajil towards the left. Ajil is playing through the centre rather. Mr. Sajil has shifted towards the left. Giving the position away for the first time. Here's Advait. Again, a chip, a bit more weight behind that one. Does well to keep the ball inside the play area. Has he? Or looks like that has gone out for a throw-in. Haven't seen quality chance created so far from the home side. Evans gives the possession. Here's Christo Saji. Just prods it back. As well to keep the ball. Here's Saji again. Scruffed off the ground and ends up conceding the possession. Has fallen nicely. Looked like for a moment that the back line was in a bit of a danger. And somehow they've brought it out of there. From one side of the pitch to the other in a moment of flash. Anantha Krishnan was giving it a chase. As Anantha Krishnan was playing from far down the right. Nigel through the centre and Saji towards the left. Looks like they have set up a 4-3-3. There's Evans under pressure. Looks like he has won a free kick and an infringement for a tackle from behind. Looks like it's going to be Mohammad Faisal who will go into the ref's books. First card of the afternoon shown by Mohammad Yusuf. It's been a clean game so far. Nothing untoward has happened. kind of start PFC had. Looked like they were just going to run away with the game. But after those 2 goals, sanity has indeed prevailed in this contest. Just to send some waves in that dugout. Oh, straight towards the goalkeeper. There has to be some sort of response coming from Lord's FA. We haven't seen that up until this point. Who's going to be that talisman figure in this side to try and look into the eyes of adversity and draw an inspiration out of somewhere and produce that moment that all the Lord's FA fans would be looking for? Targets the far post rather. Maybe the idea would have been to get it towards the player waiting inside, just across in front of the goal there. Ball evades everybody and goes out for a goal kick. The game was just right up there. A goal for PFC. We'll have this game dead and buried. Just lobs it over. That's on its way and finds Christo Saji. Still with Christo Saji. And a poor touch inside the box. Fortuitously falls for Manu. Lord's FA. And they try and bring it forward. One quality ball it takes. Here's Manu. Couple of steps. Keeps moving forward. Manu looks for options. Decides to go all by himself. Saji waiting towards the left. Again a press from PFC. Mohammedan Fuss gives the ball away. Defended really well whenever they've got the ball into those spaces. PFC Kerala moved in blocks. See total coordination from all the players. A lovely ball to find a blue and pink shirt, and he was starting from an offside position there. The flag had gone up, but a delightful ball from Christo Saji. You've got to time those runs to perfection, especially when you are chasing the games 2 goals down. Looks like it was Emmanuel Nigel, the skipper. Sitters. Twisting and turning, Kelvin. Really outnumbered in the midfield. Here's Anfas. Centre mid drops in deep to collect that and create something. Here's Manu again. Those of you who are joining for the very first time, this is the Reliance Foundation Youth Sports League ongoing. Match number 3 of the day being played between Lord's FA and PFC Kerala. Broadcast is coming to you live from Kochi. As we approach now mark here PFC Kerala in commanding position with 2 goals. We haven't seen a response from Lords Affairs yet. Some notable performances from the visiting side. Aslam breaking the deadlock. Anurag, who's been right up there with his performances from the center of the pitch, has controlled the game beautifully. The likes of Evan John, who's dominated that left flank. Can it open for Lords FA now? Reader reads that. The goalkeeper reads that perfectly well. Comes off the line and catches it cleanly in the end. It's going to be all about game management after about 10 minutes for PFC Kerala. They've looked the better side of the two. Continues the way it is. They'll consider themselves to a much decent position. Is Anurag. Twists and turns. Plays it down the line and the whistle had gone up. There's Lixon Linso on the pitch. Number 7 for PFC Kerala. Anfas goes back for Advait. Shifts it towards the right, trying to build it up. From that side of the pitch, ends up conceding the possession away. Here's Lixon. Opens up nicely for him. Some space to work with. Tries a through ball. Mohammad Aslam trying to go all the way back and find the goalkeeper, Fahim, beg your pardon. Here's Sharon. The referee has stopped the play before the ball arrived towards Sharon. Now it comes the medical team one more time for assistance. As one of the PFC player has stayed down on the pitch. What have we got from Lords FA's perspective? We've got Adnan sitting out on the bench. There's Abel Eldo, Aryan and Haris Rahman. Pretty sure Shino and Derek would try and have some of these players involved at some stage. If there isn't a stage, it has to be now, because they'll have to try and give them some time to work their magic. There's time left in the contest, 27 minutes to be precise. For those things to happen, it has to start from now. Sharon, a couple of touches. He's enjoying himself at the moment. Doesn't seem to be fazed by the situation. They are in the driver's seat, alright. stamp their authority on this contest. PFC Kerala trying to go down the line, gets intercepted. Here's PFC Kerala trying to chip one through, shifts it towards the left, finds a white shirt, squares it up nicely. Could only go as far as Lixon, takes a couple of touches trying to get it inside the box. Quite a few blue and pink shirts defending for their lives. Gets the clearance, but could only get as far as number 53, Maibam. Was giving it a chase towards the box from the right. Couldn't quite get to the end of it, and it's going to be goal kick for Lords FA. Time is just running out for the home side. Something's got to give for them here. And again, not finding themselves into those spaces from where they can effectively produce those deliveries. Okay, the link up has been missing right from the start of the game rather. Second half is also following a similar template. It's just that they haven't conceded any goals. Look pretty lackadaisical with their passing options. Zanfas. And again, 2v1. But a foul this time, and set piece to get things going for Lords FA. Trying to bring bodies front. 4 waiting in the final third. One takes a position towards the far side. Quality of the delivery is what they'll be hoping for. Sends one in. Couldn't quite get past the white shirt. Here's PFC Kerala. Gets it out of the final third. Still got 22 minutes left in the normal time. They need a goal desperately and need it now. Lords FA. Shahid. Will have 6 options to target, all waiting inside the box. Still in play. Goes just wide. It's going to be a goal kick. Look like for a moment they are inching closer with every move. Another high press to win the ball back. Time and again we have seen that first trigger just not helping the case for Lords FA. They've been closed down. Then they've been forced to shift it towards the right and build up from there on. He's always cut down that passing angle towards the left rather, or playing through that channel. You'll have to try and obviate that monotony that we have seen so far. Play those long balls out. bit of a tussle to decide where the infringement had taken the place. And the best man to give that ruling is right up there, Mohammad Yusuf. Make sure everything is in order as PFC Kerala prepares for this free kick. Pulls the trigger. That was sweetly struck. By the way, making sure gets his body as the second line of defense. Here's Lixon meanwhile trying to break free. Heavy touch. Shahid. It's going to be a free kick for Lord Zefe as we enter into the final 20 minutes of the second half and the game. No goals in the second half. Ananta Krishnan has to be taken out. He's moving quite well. Should be back in a minute or so as Lord Zefe prepares for the set piece. Nudges towards the right. Advait KD. Pushes one forward. Swift movement towards the other side of the pitch. Here's Sharon. Lixon. Trying to go all by himself. This could be brilliant. Goalkeeper comes off his line and collects that one. It was a very good move from Lixon. All by himself. Went through that back line. Maybe a touch too heavy rather. And well read by the goalkeeper as well. His off his lines in a flash. Has been put under some sort of pressure right from the start. Conceded early on and then has ensured he's kept them in the game up until this point. The time is running out for them. For anything to happen in their favor, it has to start right away, right now. Get one back and put some sort of pressure in the last 15 minutes. Takes a touch on the turn, trying to march forward, eating away the ground. Still going pretty strong. This could be dangerous for Lords FA. What a finish! What a finish! The ball skittles into the back of the net. And PFC Kerala have got this game dead and buried. Going all by himself. Mohammad Muhibur goes through that back line. Looked like for a moment he had got a heavy touch on it. Through that defense. And just toe pokes it towards the left of the goalkeeper. And the ball goes all the way and flatters that net. And the net quivers in delight. They've put this game far and away, far from the reach of the home side. It's going to be an astounding task if they manage to get back from here on, Lords FA. And on the day, PFC Kerala have looked relentless. Drinks break in the second half. Just going to be formality from here on. The quality of football we've got to see from PFC Kerala has been second to none. The passing options, the defense, the midfield, the link up between all the three corners have been fantastic. It's been a delight to watch these young boys play. Lords FA will have to come back stronger. Into the last quarter. And they look far from finished. They want to keep going. These boys in white. They've got the taste of it. They've got the gist of it. 3 goals to good. I'm pretty sure they'll fancy their chances for a couple more. Haven't been able to get off the strides today. Lords FA again struggling to keep the ball moving. High pressure, high intensity football being played by the boys in white. They have won the ball back in a decent area. They bring the bodies forward. Again concedes the possession. Looks like it's going to be a change. Lords FA may just be throwing in their last dice. 11 minutes left in the contest. Can they try and pull one back? Lixon wins the ball back. Here's Mohibur. Loses out on the possession pretty swiftly. Plays it down the line and finds Sigil. Saji, beg your pardon. He was off the ground there when the contact was made. I believe Lixon back on his feet pretty swiftly. He's looked pretty solid, Lixon, since the time he's come on the pitch. Oh, they have managed to score from there. Or have they? Apologies if I've got that one wrong. Well, this has opened up nicely for Christo Saji. Again, takes it wide on the angle. Oh, what a finish that is! What a finish from Lords FA. They've managed to pull one back finally. Was that a touch too little too late for their liking? Still got 10 minutes to play in the second half. Can they try and climb that mountain in front of them? Squared up nicely. And was placed just in the perfect position. Superb finish. Lixon trying to lob one. Defense does well this time, brings it out. There's Christo. Samananda. Lixon. Being closed down, not being allowed to turn. Samananda takes a touch. Christo has got the final touch to it, or rather, it has come off Samananda, I believe, and try to flick it on the way to himself. On that occasion was Emmanuel Nigel. Lobs it forward. Hera gets it out. Takes it on the stride. Here's Lixon. Does well. Still with Lixon. Gets across and rather not. Gets the block on the way. It's passing up now. Bit of a spur to their strides, Lords FA. They've got to keep the ball. Have to keep the possession. Have to score twice to get a point back. It's not going to be easy. Time is running out for them. Can they show intent and produce the kind of impact their coach would be for options? Done well to beat up a few seconds, keeping the ball in that side of the pitch. Lays it off. Sharon. Ball finds itself towards Adwait. Lords FA hurrying things up to bring it forward. Again, that coordination. The back line haven't been tested enough, but more often than not, they haven't allowed the front three to march forward and attack that back line and the keeper. There's Manu. Takes it away from Manu. On the counter. It's breaking up nicely for Kerala FC. But not the ball he'll be proud of. But here's Advait. Christie was looking to take it. It's a tackle and has remained on the ground. 4 minutes and 30 seconds to be played in the second half. Mohammad Yusuf looks like has reached out to his pocket once again for a yellow card. The challenge on Christo Saji, I beg your pardon. Aryan Ashari behind that one. Sends the ball in, takes the white shirt. Falling towards PFC Kerala once again, marching forward. Not getting the right option on that occasion. Trying to help it towards the left. Intercepted. Back with PFC Kerala. Again, trying to draw that back line wide. Sharon has stayed a bit central, just outside the box. Disentangled from the defense. Here's PFC again. This time Shahid. Mohibur. Sharon! Couldn't quite provide the finishing touch. Maybe had a bit of an extra second on that occasion. Takes it on the first attempt and just flies it over. Still got 3 minutes left before whistle goes off. 3 minutes in the regulation time, rather. Saji. Advait manages to get to the end of it first and brings it inside his territory and latches onto it. Trying to release early. The intensity hasn't dropped down a bit from PFC. Talking about seconds to finish this game off. Still pressing high, trying to win the ball. Disrupt that build-up from the back from Lords FA. It's Lixon. Lot of space. Again, driving through that back line. Sharon is waiting towards the right. Oh, delightful ball. Couldn't quite continue with the run. Was an appeal coming for a foul there. Mohammad Yusuf was well placed to call that. Here's Sharon, lifts it over. Header towards Mohibur. There's Anurag still giving a chase. Takes the first touch with Anurag still. Anurag from the distance goes wide of the target. Into the last minute of the normal time, plus the stoppages. Game which has been a one-way traffic for most parts of it. Looked like it might just spin back to life after Lords FA got their first of the afternoon. Then it's been too strong a performance from PFC Kerala. Lixon. Again on the turn, Kerala. Sharon towards the right. Gets the ball. Takes it on the left. Goes with the strike. Didn't catch it cleanly. It's been a superb performance from these boys in white. Hera, Sharon gets a touch. Anurag back with Sharon. Lets it roll through, lifts it over. Again, they've got the bodies forward. Just been that kind of day for Lords FA. Sends it inside the box again towards the far right. Still giving it a chase. They haven't let it slip up. They haven't taken the foot off the gas right throughout this game. We are effectively into the stoppages. 90 minutes have been played out. So nonchalantly going through the motions. 1, 2, 3, 4. Taken the position outside the box. 3 minutes were added on. Shagulsam goes into Mohammad Yusuf's books. He won't mind that. A needless yellow card, rather. To a couple of minutes of stoppages. Don't want to be conceding those. Wipem, Sharon into those open spaces towards the left side of the pitch. Draws in a tackle. I've got the possession back. Lords FA scurrying the bodies forward. Here's Christo. Does he have something special in him to try and pull one more back? There was support waiting just in front of the goal. Here's Lord FA. Takes a deflection on the way. Falls for a white shirt. Looks like it's Sharon. The moment they conceded those 2 goals early on in the first half, never looked like coming back into the contest. So that's the end of the second half, and the full-time whistle goes off from Mohammad Yusuf. It's been one complete performance from PFC Kerala. Right from the outset, right from the get-go. 2 goals in the first 20 minutes and 1 in the second half. That was more than enough to get themselves 3 points on this special Saturday. So 51% of the ball to PFC Kerala, 49% to Lords FA. 7 shots on target, 10 chances created for the visitors. 1 shot on target, which resulted in the goal, and 2 chances created for the home side. Even Stevens, almost as far as the tackles are concerned. Corners, 3 for Kerala, PFC Kerala rather, just 1 for Lords FA. 2 offsides for the home side and 1 for PFC Kerala. It's been a dominant performance from the visiting side this afternoon. 3 goals, and in response, Lords FA could only manage a consolation. Handshakes all around. Put in quite a shift. So confirmation of the full-time scoreline. Lords FA 1, PFC Kerala 3.
Captain goalkeeper. Captain goalkeeper.